One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Boise State Broncos, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Utah State's offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Lopez. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in, we're good, we got this.
And the Aggies want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Let's take just a second and talk about Utah State. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellis. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal coming up. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Running it to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Utah State up-tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. Got room on the return. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Utah State has it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And they can't make the play on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And some room to work. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
What just happened? Seriously, was that even a play?
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Broncos will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off play action. Buys a little time. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Tulane.
Off the play fake on first down.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Lopez. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Thanks to grab. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boise State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley, and he calls it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and he
takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets away from one, finds room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Utah State up-tempo. Wants to throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. And I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
The play action fake. It's picked off. They ruin the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown Broncos.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able...
Breaks into the open. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. And the ball's out there after it. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. They want to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Lopez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense in an empty set. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking for a crease to the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early.
Oh, he found a space on the right. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Pressure coming. Get it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Boise State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finds his tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They get to the line quickly.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the play fake. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They're down to the 35 on first and 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoop, he took it.
Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California, and that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Utah State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. Then more drives like this is what's needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to UNLV. Just enough.
Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back and leaves it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down. And these are my favorite type of running backs. Guys that run angry, that break tackles. Even when nothing's there, Jesse, they're still going to get me positive yards. Give me that guy all day long.
And these were my favorite types of defenses to play against. Ones that don't tackle well and don't use the proper fundamentals. Obviously, I was never the guy carrying the football myself, but hey, we're going to be racking up yards, moving up and down the field, scoring points. And that is beautiful if you're in.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with second and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field.
Touchdown Broncos! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That's reeled in. It's Lopez. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Broncos. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try.
Oh, he's getting ahead of stick, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggie.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
The give on the option. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Oh, they're after him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Boise State.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. hands it off. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.